No one in the United States should be retiring at 65 years old. Frankly, I think retirement itself is a stupid idea unless you have some sort of health problem. Everybody that I know who is elderly, who has retired, is dead within 5 years.
What are you, a member of the Midsummer Cult? Are you living on a Superfund site or something? Because people dropping dead all around you like that is not normal. Though, given the choice between that and spending more time with Ben in retirement, I can see why people might opt for the former. Of course, someone who's never had to actually work doesn't see the need for retirement. And I say that as a guy who's in the same line of work as Ben. But at least I edit my own shit. I tie my own tie. I doubt if he even ties his own shoelaces. Obviously, if Ben was looking at 40 years of delivering packages or construction work or mining, he'd be begging for retirement. Hell, if he had to just interact with normal people 8 hours a day as a cashier or something, he'd be crying himself to sleep every night. Retirement is stupid. Get the fuck out of here. Go complain about rap music or how you can't please your wife instead. The cool thing about retirement in the US is it's not forced on you. You don't have to retire. But after people spend a good chunk of their life working, you're damn right they should be able to retire with some dignity. Later, Ben tried to make an argument for why the retirement age should at least be raised.
Just on a fiscal level and on a logical level. When Franklin Delano Roosevelt established 65 as the retirement age, the average life expectancy in the United States was 63 years old. Today, the average life expectancy in the United States is close to 80. It's totally insane that you believe that you should be able to work from the time that you are essentially 20 to the time that you are 65, which is a 45-year period, pay in, and then you will receive Social Security benefits sufficient to support you and your family, you and your wife or whatever, for like another 20 years. That's crazy talk.
You know what else has increased since FDR? Worker productivity and wealth generated by labor. So maybe workers deserve a couple years off relative to their life expectancy, instead of just jacking up the number of years they can still be exploited. After all, that's progress, just like the weekend and the 40-hour work week. If anything, the retirement age should be dropping lower alongside the work week, as we discussed earlier in the show. Also, Benny Boy exposes just how clueless he is about retirement in the US, believing that people are making bank on Social Security. What could monthly Social Security checks cost? $10,000? The average Social Security payout is like $1,800 a month. Not exactly a lifestyle of the rich and famous there. And the funny thing about life expectancy, if you break it down by class, there's a huge disparity. Harvard study from 2016 found as much as a 10 to 15 year difference in life expectancy between the bottom 1% and the top 1% income earners. So the people at the lowest rung of the income ladder, who tend to be the people who have to labor the most, die faster. They're lucky if they have any years left to retire already, and Shapiro wants to make sure they never do. He sucks. And it's a shame that that little dweeb wasn't humbled that time he almost got his ass beat on the Dr. Drew show.
So you don't know what you're talking about. You're not educated on genetics.
Would you like to discuss the genetics? Or
Well,
what are your genetics?
So I'd stay away from the genetics and back to the brain scans.
You cut that out now, or you'll go home in an ambulance.
Oh man, would have loved to have seen that. But Ben, your stance on retirement and your enthusiasm for work will be noted after the revolution. We're going to have a lot of rocks that will need breaking. Ben Shapiro. He's this week's Rich Dick. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new videos. Also, if you want to see Means Morning News in its complete form, not just the clips we post here, head on over to Means TV and get access to all our new episodes and our entire backlog. Plus tons of other great movies and original TV shows.